Wait, you're kicking me out of the gym right now because you are scared that I'm going to take my religious symbol.
I saw this video. So this involves a Sikh man who goes to a gym. He has an interaction with the employee who wants to kick him out for religious reasons.
So you're scared that I'm going to take this religious symbol and kill somebody.
What I'm saying is you have a weapon on your person. A member has brought it to my attention, and for the safety of me and everybody else in the gym, I'm asking you to leave.
But, well, I don't understand though. Getting kicked out of the gym because these guys are apparently saying that this kirpan is dangerous. Good life in Windsor.
Basically what a kirpan is a small knife. That's like that.
I don't understand.
We're a private gym. We're allowed to deny access, and you're not allowed to.
But you allowed me in the you allowed me in the gym with the sun. Oh, you didn't see it. So you didn't see it.
No.
So what were you doing then? So what do you do? What do they pay you for?
I'm not responding.
They don't pay you. They don't pay you to look around. They don't pay you to be aware. You just let any random person in the gym then? You didn't see me walking with this?
Harassing me right now.
I'm not harassing you. I'm standing right here. I'm not harassing anybody. It's crazy.
We had an issue like that years ago over a kid, a Sikh kid, bringing his kirpan in school. If I'm not mistaken, Sikhs, like, they have classes, right? A bit like D&D. And I think people with the kirpan, like the protect or whatever, anyways, they have the kirpan. But it's really just it's a symbol. It's not, it looks like a knife.
It is a knife.
It's right there. It's out in the open. It's right there in front of people. It's not like you can mistake it for something else. It's a knife that looks like a knife, and it's curved. There's silver on it. And I understand.
So this is the religious symbol, just so we're all on the same page. Okay, it is a knife.
It's a smaller one, the one on the left, right there.
It's a knife. So just to be clear, it is a knife.
It's not a butter knife either.
No.
You know what? Sometimes I have little knives, foldable knives. I don't anymore because I'm not allowed to have those. I don't know where that is.
No, well, he said Windsor.
Windsor. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Canada.
Canada.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be diplomatic. Listen, Canadians are very welcoming of all kinds of people from all kinds of communities. All right, you want to come over here, you want to have whatever faith, we accommodate. If your faith includes you wielding a symbol that also happens to be a knife, it's okay for businesses to say no. We don't have to be that accommodating. Stop. There's a certain entitlement that people have that just because these communities are very welcoming of people of different faith and different, that you have to be able to do your faith everywhere, anywhere. No, you don't get to come in a private business and decide that you want to pray wherever you want. Now, if some businesses want to set aside a prayer room, some universities, government fund, I have no problem with that. But no, all right, you can't just go in a random place and do your baptism wherever you want. You can't just bring a knife because you say it's a religion. You say it's a religion, I believe you. I'm not even saying you're lying. But you have to understand the world you live in. We have our differences. Part of that means compromise. That's what it is to live in these societies. We have to cede ground to some people. We have to make way. We have to create certain aspects that are friendly for the disabled. We have to do all these things, and we do so that we can actually include people. But you thinking that you can just have your way. And like, I'm gonna play the video back. I wanted to just play it without, me interrupting. But like, his attitude is crazy.
What I'm saying is you have a weapon on your person. A member has brought it to my attention, and for the safety of me and everybody else in the gym, I'm asking you to leave.
Okay. This is not discrimination. This is a policy for everyone saying no weapons in the gym. Perfectly reasonable. She was very professional. She didn't make any derogatory terms. And you still want to go and, do your little Karen act. Because he is a Karen right now. He has a weapon. You can call it whatever you want. These weapons are actually able to use for self-defense. That is part of their doctrine. It's used to protect the weak. They're not doing that with a fucking butter knife. So stop. It is a weapon. You can call it a religious symbol as well, but it is a weapon. If we say no weapon, that's it. End of story. Nobody has to bend over back. Listen, somebody come out with a religion tomorrow and say that their fucking M14 or whatever they got as a firearm is also a religious symbol. I don't give a fuck.
You call that religion the Second Amendment.
Stop that shit.
But you allowed me in the gym with the sun. Oh, you didn't see it. So you didn't see it.
No,
so what were you doing then? So what do you do?
What do you
matter? That's your pushing.
She buzzed you in. What you want? You want her to pat you down? You want her to look everywhere? You want her to make eye contact very strongly, look you up to see if there's a weapon?
No, but he's
just being extra.
He's pushing the goalpost. Like him saying a bunch of times, I don't understand. You clearly do.
Yes.
This was It's not because you don't agree that you do not understand. You don't agree, but you do understand. Now you want to push the conversation somewhere else. Remember that two things can coexist. Something can be a religious thing and a weapon. Mm-hmm. Both can coexist. The thing that you're holding or you're having fits one of the things that are not allowed in that establishment. I'm not even gonna go into like, yeah, but you don't need that. You don't need to practice. You need to lift some weight. You want to have it on you, then you're not gonna go to the gym. Find a gym that's gonna allow you to have that with you.
You know, I have a problem with this because this guy records his video, airs it out, and just tries to affect the business. Fuck this guy. Fuck him. And we just need to be able to say it plainly. There's an entitlement to people where they immigrate to some places and they just think everything is their backyard. People want to say, well, there's, religious exemptions. Absolutely. And like I said, if you want to join the military, for example, I know in the Canadian military, in some cases, they do allow you with the turban and stuff like that. Okay, fine. But if there's a space that says no weapons, it's no weapons. And if people don't want to make an exemption on their private business, they have the right to. And then you try to cancel this business or try to make them out to seem racist or whatever it is ridiculous. And the reason why I'm like this is because I do think that a lot of Western countries do extend a lot of goodwill to minority communities and give them more freedom in the West that they would ever find back home. And so sometimes they come over here, and I don't mind fighting for those rights, to fight for those spaces. I endorse that. But some motherfuckers take it far. They really do. And I'm not even just talking about Sikhs. It has nothing to do with that. I've seen fucking Hasidic Jew communities be fucking disgusting.
100%.
Okay? And I hate all of it because
100%.
maybe it's just how I was raised, but if you're treated well by a place or have decently, you should reciprocate that. And you certainly shouldn't meet that with fucking entitlement.
They don't pay you. They don't pay you to look around. They don't pay you to be aware.
And he's telling you right now. She's telling you. She looked around. She found it. Get the fuck out.
That's it.
Also
With this?
harassing me right now.
I'm not harassing you.
Yes, you are. You want to know why? Because you've been barred from the premises. A private business has the right to deny you service. You sitting there staying and arguing with the person is what gets you trespassed. You are harassing her. She's explained it clearly. She says he doesn't want to talk about it anymore, and you keep pushing. I think this story does exemplify at times the way communities create friction with each other. That's just unnecessary. I understand the symbol means a lot to you. I'm not trying to shit on it. You should have access to it. But do you have to bring it with you into the gym? And does everyone have to accommodate your need to? No. I think this is true in a lot of places. If I go to some places and they tell me, oh, you can't dress a specific way or you can't do this there, I adjust accordingly. And just because it's part of my faith doesn't mean that I have to impose that everywhere I go. And we are not a country that just allows you to do whatever you want everywhere you want just because you say it's a religion. And we don't want to be. And I agree with that. That doesn't mean I want restrictions on people. I don't want people to practice. I don't want people to have their temples. But I don't understand why the thing that I'm trying to say is seen as like something extreme. It's not. I think the other end is extreme. This idea that we have to bend over backwards because everyone says it's my faith.
It's just, I don't care about asking you if you have to bring it there. It's not even part of the conversation. I don't care. It's irrelevant. For me to ask you, do you really have to? I don't care. But know that if you have this on you, you can't go in there. It's really, 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 really simple.
That's it.
It's not very complicated. I'm not going to go and have a whole discussion. Yeah, but can you leave it in your car? I don't care. That's what you want to believe in. That's what you want to believe in. Do you have to make blood sacrifices on the full moon because you believe in astrology? I don't care. Just don't do that shit over here. Same thing.
People are not saying they hate your religion. People are not saying they hate you or whatever it is. It's not that. If you can't meet people halfway, understand like you're living in a multicultural, multi-religion oriented society and you can't give ground, I don't know. What's going to happen, we're going to have like religions with opposing doctrines just kind of forcing themselves on each other. It's like, bro, we got to just chill.
And I can assure you there's a part of this, the Sikh community, they're going to be like, hey, you're doing too much.
Y'all be so stupid in the chat. Someone said, I have an emotional support rocket launcher.
There's a heart.
You guys are stupid. You guys are actually dumb as fuck.
You haven't seen that this is a Sikhness?
I appreciate that, though.